Hello and welcome. Today's topic is come out of the shade. This is talking about your confidence. Here on the Lady Marketing Ninja channel, we help entrepreneurs develop the confidence to be successful in network marketing through my online courses. So today's topic is come out of the shade. What do I mean by come out of the shade? Well, I'm talking about come into your confidence so that you can do what you were born to do. We all have shade on our lives and we all live in that shade, and some of us just agree to be in the shade and agree to keep our head down and just stay below the radar and do the best we can, and others rise above it. So I'm here to help you rise above it. Confidence is blocking your success. What would you do? What would you be doing with your life today if you had unstoppable confidence? I want you to take time to stop and think about that. Would you be doing the same type of work? Would you be living in the same place? What does your life look like if you had unstoppable confidence? Confidence is like a muscle. You can't go to the gym one time and exercise and say, okay, I'm physically fit. That's all I need to do. I'm done for the rest of my life. Well, it's the same way with confidence. You can't say, okay, I've got confidence now, I'm good to go. This is something that you literally need to work on daily to maintain it. You can't just build a muscle one time and that's it. You can't have confidence one time and that's it. Because life is going to knock you down. You're going to fail, you're going to go through hard times. And you've got to have the tools in order to bounce back from that and to get through it. Now, I'm speaking from experience because I've been there and done that. I have been at the bottom of the barrel. I have been to where just zero confidence, just so much so, my dog's getting ready to bark at something, so bear with me. Molly, no. So I've been at the bottom of the barrel, having panic attacks, just having no confidence in myself whatsoever, and not trusting that I could handle whatever life had to give me. Whatever obstacles I faced. My biggest fear was losing my job, my corporate America job. So I lived in panic all the time. And then when I got a boss that was irrational and didn't have set guidelines, I'm a control person. I like to know what's expected of me, what you want me to do, and how can I over deliver. Well, he would not tell us the rules. So we were like trying to play a sport without knowing the rules of the game. That really messed me up because, like I said, I like to have structure, and that was zero structure. And if you don't know the rules and you're being graded on it, how can you do well? And how can you expect to have confidence that you're going to keep your job and you're going to continue to get raises and bonuses? So it was a real nightmare situation and scenario. Actually, I went into therapy, and I'm not ashamed of it because it changed my life. It helped me more than anything else. It helped me to see that I am in control of my confidence. I am in control of my attitude, my mindset. I decide what I do and how I respond to it. Now, I don't always have control about life. Things are going to happen to me that I don't want to happen to me, but that's just part of life. I know now that I have the tools and I have the resources to get through that. I actually created a confidence masterclass that I put all of these tools in one place. So if you're interested in that, I have more information on that at the end of this video. But life has a way to beat us down. So if you're continually coming back here and watching the videos and getting the resources that you need to continue to build your confidence, then you should be set. So take time right now to subscribe to this channel. It takes 2 seconds. Hit the button below right now. Hit like and subscribe. And now you're on my list. And anytime I release a new video, you will get access to it. And it's going to help you in your daily life and your business. So again, life has a way of beating us down. And how you respond to that, you can either let it beat you, and then that's really that's it. You're just going to live a flat line the rest of your life. Or you can say, no, I'm going to use this as fuel, and I'm going to choose how I let that experience affect my life. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to use it as fuel to rise up and do something great with your life. I used to love being underestimated. I played all types of sports growing up. I was the youngest I had two older brothers, so I grew up playing sports. We did whatever the season was. We had a football field, we had a basketball field, we had a baseball field. So whatever the season was, we did that in our backyard. So I grew up playing a lot of sports. So confidence plays a huge role in your sports. I was always one of the best on the team. And it just came natural to me. I just have athletic ability. But I also have the work ethic to improve at that. So I would get home from school and my dad would go out in the backyard with me and he would pitch to me and, hit till I corrected whatever issue I had in the game or the practice or whatever it was. He would go out there and work with me until I got, better, till I could get control of it again. So when the game came around, I had confidence that I knew what to do and how to handle it. Well, it seems like that when life moves forward, you get older, you stop playing sports, you forget about all those lessons that you learned. So that is a prime example right there. I messed up, I failed, I came home, I worked on it, I worked through it. How do I get better? You need to do the same thing in your life. When you fail in your life, you need to stop and analyze it. Why did I fail? What could I have done differently? What am I going to do differently when I try again? It's like a toddler. You have a baby and it's time for them to start walking. Well, the first time they fall, are you going to run over there and say, okay, that's it, you're just never going to walk? No, you're going to help them continue to take step after another, take another step until they're eventually running. Well, that's how you need to look at your life. That, okay, I took a step and fell, that doesn't mean I never take that step again. You can see little babies trying to process, okay, why did I fall? And they'll immediately get right back up and go it again. You got to get right back up on that horse, as the old saying goes. I heard a story about this a bear cub that was raised in basically a cage. Someone had it and they should not have had it. Well, authorities came in and they realized, okay, they've got this bear in their backyard and it's caged up. That's cruel. They don't need to have it. So they came in and they found a zoo that was willing to take the bear. Well, the zoo, took the bear in and it was a nice enclosure. It was huge. It had so much more land than it had before. It had like a natural area. It had water. It had, green grass. It had trees. It had all this stuff for the bear to go explore. But the bear stayed in the exact same size cage that it was. There was no cage there. The bear just stayed in one area because it didn't know that it was able to go out and do other things. They had to work with the bear a lot in order to get it to go out and explore the other areas because it just did not know. It had that self-limiting belief that this is all that I have and this is all that I can do. I can't step out of my comfort zone. I heard another story about, it was a scientific study. It was a group of monkeys was put in a room and it had a pole in the room. I think there was only 4 monkeys. It was put in a room, had a pole, and at the top of the pole had bananas. Well, naturally, the monkeys scurried up the pole to get the bananas. Well, when they did that, the scientists dumped cold water on them. So one by one, they all got doused with cold water. Well, it didn't take long before they stopped trying because they knew every time they went up the pole, they were going to get hit by water. They didn't understand why. They just knew they were not supposed to have the bananas. So eventually, they just quit trying. So they started removing one monkey at a time, put another monkey in. Well, the new monkey didn't have the experience, but the other monkeys grabbed him and pulled him back, did not allow him to climb that pole. Some of you have family and friends who are doing that to you right now. You want to get out. You want to have a business of your own, but you have family and friends that are trying to protect you and trying to tell you you can't do that. So eventually, back to the story, they removed a monkey at a time till eventually there was a whole new group of monkeys in the room. None of these monkeys had ever felt the water hit them. But they still would not try to climb to get those bananas. They didn't know why. They just knew they were not supposed to have it. Same way with Roger Bannister running the 4-minute mile. Humans believed they could not run a 4-minute mile. So no one did until Roger Bannister said, no, I am going to do that. And he saw himself, he visualized, he saw himself beating the 4-minute mile. And every day he ran, and he ran faster and faster and faster. Now, no one had ever been able to do it until he broke it. Once he broke the record and ran a 4-minute mile, I think there was like 30 people that did it after that, within the next year. But before that, our minds told us it was physically impossible, so they didn't do it. Now, this actually happened to me too. I worked in corporate America in the workers' comp arena, handling workers' comp claims. And it was a good job. It was exciting and different every day, and I liked that aspect of it, but I hated all the bad. It was a very, very stressful job. You had more than you could possibly do, and you were impacting people's lives. You know, you had more than you could possibly do, and then that was people that were not getting the medicine they needed, or not getting the treatment they needed, or didn't get paid, or something didn't happen because they didn't have time to do it. Or every time something bad happened, they came out and they just beat you over the head with it and made you feel horrible. So they made me feel like that I would never be promoted. So I believed that. So I stayed at the same level basically for 20 years. And finally I was like, enough's enough. If I'm going to stay in this area, I am going to be a supervisor. So once I made my mind up, I was promoted within a year. But until I made my mind up, I just kept doing the exact same thing. And I applied for supervisor positions, but they always had a different excuse. Oh, you've not been with this company long enough, because I changed jobs a good bit because I hated the job. I kept thinking it'd be better somewhere else. But until I told myself that no, I'm intelligent, I'm an excellent adjuster, I do know what I'm doing, and I can help train others. I have the experience, I have the expertise. Until I did that and made that decision, I would have never been supervisor. So I just want you to take that to heart. And all I want you to do is to leave me a comment on this video. Tell me what you thought about it and tell me how confidence has impacted your life. And I want you to share this video with as many people as you think it could possibly help. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you tomorrow.